Stephen King's It, Welcome to Derry, episode 3, had a really cool creature scene at the start. That old man that we saw in the first episode, that creepy old man in the circus tent, um, pops up in the forest and chases the kids. And what I liked about this episode is there's also that psychic character from The Shining, right? And he is in the Air Force, and the Air Force is investigating these anomalies, these energy anomalies that are going on inside of Derry. But we find out that that little kid who saw the creepy old man creature thing in the circus tent in the forest, we find out that that is the general, right? Who that little kid who was with the Native American girl is the general, the Air Force general now investigating the anomalies of the town. So what is really cool and makes this different is that the guy doing the investigations from the military knows that it is real. Apart from that, apart from It Chapter 3, I also saw The Dark Tower. And The Dark Tower came out in 2017. And I have to go and I have to read the Dark Tower book series. But the Dark Tower movie, excellent movie. By the way, loved The Dark Tower. Excellent movie. Everyone has to check it out. It's not only the story comes first in that movie. That's what I love about The Dark Tower, is that the story came first and the movie's not boring. The movie is action packed from beginning to end. But I wouldn't say it's like the best action I've seen. But the action is entertaining, but it serves the story. It's not like mindless action. The action serves the story. Yes, the story is kind of different from the book. I remember I had tried reading the book years before the movie came out, and I think like the gunslinger character is different, but the actors who are in it are great, and even though the book and the movie are different, I love that. I don't because even though the movie is different from the book of The Dark Tower, it's unexpected. The the movie itself is unpredictable. So I just want to say that if you haven't seen 2017's The Dark Tower, definitely check it out right now. And it's a great movie. It's rewatchable. It's not like a movie that you watch once. It's actually a pretty rewatchable movie. And out of all these Stephen King movies that come out, like some of the recent ones, like The Life of Chuck, The Long Walk, I have to watch them both. But I've like skipped through the movies, and The Dark Tower was the one that interested me out of all of them. And it was a great movie. Okay? And you go online and people give it bad reviews. And so, listen, if you're watching it right now, Welcome to Derry, check out The Dark Tower. Alright? Stream it on Prime Video. They haven't released the 4K, but when they do release a 4K of The Dark Tower, that's what I'm getting. You know, because Stephen King is very hit or miss. You know, I haven't seen The Life of Chuck, but I tried to go through the movie, you know, and it looks like there's a lot of talking. And I'll give you an example. He made one movie with Johnny Depp called Secret Window or something. And he made another one about like aliens with like these autistic kids called Dreamcatcher, right? And Secret Window was, you watch it once and I'll never watch it again, you know, because at the end of the day, Secret Window, the protagonist is the antagonist. It was happening in the person's mind. I don't like endings like that. You have to come out with something more creative. I'm not going to be sitting in a 2-hour movie. Oh, it was all in my mind. So that's what I didn't like about like Johnny Depp's Secret Window, or it was something. It was some movie like that, Secret Window. And then the Dreamcatcher movie was okay, but you watch it once, it's like about aliens or something like that, and you watch it once and you're like, okay. It was a good movie. The Dreamcatcher movie was a good movie. And so It Chapter 3, I heard some people online complaining about this episode, that it wasn't. No, this episode is just as good as the first two. And I loved it. Was It Chapter 3, Episode 3, great. So, definitely stream It Welcome to Derry on HBO Max. You know, I've been loving the It Welcome to Derry show. It's definitely better than the movies. The It Welcome to Derry show is of a higher quality. The HBO shows are, for some reason, they're better than the movies. But I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch It Chapter 2. I'll do a review on that. But I've seen parts of those movies, and the show, this HBO show, is a lot better than the movies. So I'm gonna have to review the movies though, because I love this It Welcome to Derry series, and it on this show is a lot scarier than in the movies, I think. There was the Shining character, right? It is trying to invade his mind, and we see like the carriage. He appears in this character, I don't know his name, who uses the Shining, right? That psychic power from the movie The Shining, The Shine. And Pennywise invades his mind in like a carousel, right? So it's really cool to see the Stephen King universe characters crossover. And I think this It Welcome to Derry is going to be one of the best Stephen King things made. But apart from that, what are some other Stephen King projects that deserve an HBO show like the It Welcome to Derry? They got to do one of The Stand. They have to do like an HBO miniseries like this, but of The Stand. Stephen King's The Stand. And it's pretty funny because I would say this. I've heard things about the Running Man movie that's in the movie theater right now, and I've heard the movie is not that good. And I'm a big fan of the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not a big fan, I mean, I watched it. It's a good movie. You know, you watch the 80s movie and you're like, oh, okay, that was a good movie. And then you don't watch it for like 20 years. You know, so yeah, I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger's The Running Man. It was a good movie, but definitely the best 80s Arnold movies are Predator, right? Predator and Terminator, right? Hands down, Predator and Terminator. And Total Recall. Predator, definitely Predator and Total Recall. Predator and Total Recall over Terminator. But those aren't Stephen King. The Running Man was a Stephen King movie in the 80s. And it's a good movie. It's a good sci-fi movie. This new Running Man movie, I heard, doesn't have as much action. It's a lot of, like, propping up the actors, you know? And the thing is, Netflix is able to put out movies that are in the genre of these action movies or whatever, and they're able to put them out with a better script. Like Glenn Powell, the star of The Running Man, he put out a movie on Netflix with Adriana Arjona called Hitman, and Hitman is an excellent movie. So with a movie like The Running Man, I'll review it once it's on VOD. That movie, the new Running Man, that's gonna be on VOD in 2 weeks. Mark my words, because ain't nobody gonna go to the movies to see that. And you know what audiences will go to the movies for? Is to see Predator. We want more Predator movies. We want more Alien movies, right? And so Welcome to Derry, episode 3, great episode. The Dark Tower, 2017's The Dark Tower. It's an underrated movie, so definitely check it out. And try. I saw the Blu-ray, but 2017's The Dark Tower deserves a 4K UHD release. It deserves it. It's Matthew McConaughey plays the villain, which is great because in this movie he doesn't play that jokey action good guy that he usually plays in other movies. In this movie, he's the man in black. He's the villain. And Idris Elba is the gunslinger. He's the protagonist of the movie. He's trying to save like these kids attached to like a machine. And the movie has to do with the multiverse, right? So this kid from our world ends up contacting and going through a portal into the multiverse to meet Idris Elba's character. And the man in black is hunting down kids and putting them